New creatures are being discovered every week, so it's not that surprising that sometimes people discover animals that are much more disturbing than usual, so much so that they seem to even resemble actual monsters. In most of these cases, the animal in question hasn't been identified or explained, adding to the mystery of their existence. So today we're going to have a look at just that. So here are 5 terrifying real monsters that have been discovered. Number 1 is the Loch Ness Monster. While the Loch Ness Monster is a creature that has been searched for centuries, it may have some competition. In the summer of 2014, a terrifying creature was found along the shore of Hollingworth Lake. It was around 5 feet in length and had a prehistoric-like set of teeth, accompanied by a horrifying head and a dark set of eyes. Because Hollingworth Lake is in Rochdale, Manchester, the creature was appropriately named the Rochdale Monster, and it's unclear what it actually is, as there isn't any other reports of creatures this big living in that specific lake. Some experts have stated that it may have been the corpse of a pikefish, however 5 feet is a very rare size for a fish like that to reach.
Number 2. The PUKEHINA Sea Monster. In May of 2014, there was a storm in New Zealand that caused a massive creature to wash ashore at the PUKEHINA beach area. It was over 25 feet in length, and it was almost completely decomposed, meaning that it had been dead for quite some time. Its head was relatively intact however, and showed the creature's massive teeth. Many people believed that it was some kind of prehistoric creature that was one of the last of its kind. However, experts have stated that it may have been a decomposed corpse of an orca whale, which may be the case. But skeptics have stated that the tail of this creature doesn't share many similarities to that of an orca whale. This has left many people very confused as to what else it could be, and since it has been discovered, no definitive answers have been given.
Number 3 is the unknown CARCASS. In April of 1977, a Japanese trawler was sailing in New Zealand when they discovered an unknown creature that had died. They pulled it up from a depth of 1,000 feet and discovered that it was a gigantic 32-foot long creature that weighed around 4,000 pounds. Its neck resembled that of a giraffe's and was 4 feet long. It had a 7 feet long tail and 4 large fins. Due to the fact that the trawler was there to fish, the captain ordered his crew to dump the carcass back in the ocean. However, the pictures they had taken were given to experts, and a few of them came out to say that it may actually have been the fossil of an extinct plesiosaur, an animal that was wiped from the face of the earth 66 million years ago. Many people have attempted to find this exact carcass, but very little progress has been made. When it was discovered, it was already very decomposed, so it wouldn't be too surprising if the carcass had decomposed further, making it much more difficult to find. The actual discovery itself is something that remains very much so unexplained, as there aren't really any living creatures that could resemble this image.
Number 4. The MONTAUK Monster. In July of 2008, an unidentified creature was washed ashore on a beach in Montauk, New York. 3 friends found it, and it was quickly covered by a local newspaper. Soon after this, however, the creature's body was said to have mysteriously disappeared. The actual creature itself was relatively small, with a very strange body and face. Many people have stated that it may have been a raccoon, however its legs aren't a similar size. The MONTAUK Monster became very famous in New York, and eventually became an online sensation when the story picked up. After this, many more sightings occurred, with the most recent one taking place in 2014. There has been much speculation as to what this creature could be, but for the most part, it remains a mystery.
Number 5 is the Aberdeen Sea Monster. In the summer of 2011, a married couple were walking on a beach in Aberdeen when they came across a strange creature. It was over 30 feet in length and had a head wider than its body. Its mouth was able to open over 4 feet wide, and it possessed incredibly rubbery skin, It was found at a stage where the carcass was very decomposed. However, experts have stated that it may be the body of a pilot whale, which would explain the size of this creature. However, its head seems to be much bigger than that of a pilot whale. There have been some creatures that have been caught on tape that are a similar size in areas where people were under the impression that no creature that size lived in their waters. Whether there are similarities between this creature and these sightings remains unknown. Thanks a million for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed. If you did, don't forget to hit that like button. I also want to say a massive shout out to that creepypasta guy for co-narrating this list. If you click that annotation there, it will actually lead you to another top 5 that me and that creepypasta guy made over on his channel. I narrated a couple of the entries, so definitely check it out. But that is all for this video. As always, until next time.